We're at the very, very early stage of the intelligence Big Bang. Being a multi-planet species greatly increases the probable lifespan of civilization or consciousness or intelligence, both biological and digital. I think we're quite close to digital superintelligence. If it doesn't happen this year, next year for sure.
Please give it up for Elon Musk. Elon, welcome to AI Startup School. We're just really, really blessed to have your presence here today.
Thanks for having me.
So, from SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, XAI, and more, was there ever a moment in your life before all this where you felt, I have to build something great? And what flipped that switch for you?
Well, I didn't originally think I would build something great. I wanted to try to build something useful, but I didn't think I would build anything particularly great. If you said probabilistically, it seemed unlikely, but I wanted to at least try.
So you're talking to a room full of people who are all technical engineers, often some of the most eminent AI researchers coming up in the game.
Okay.
I,
I think we should. I think that I like the term engineer better than researcher. I mean, I suppose if there's some fundamental algorithmic breakthrough, it's research, but otherwise it's engineering.
Maybe let's start way back. I mean, when you were, this is a room full of 18 to 25-year-olds. It skews younger because the founder set is younger and younger. Can you put yourself back into their shoes when you were 18, 19, learning to code, even coming up with a first idea for Zip2? What was that like for you?
Yeah, back in '95, I was faced with a choice of either do grad studies, PhD at Stanford, in material science, actually working on ultracapacitors for potential use in electric vehicles, essentially trying to solve the range problem for electric vehicles, or try to do something in this thing that most people had never heard of called the internet. And I talked to my professor, who was Bill Nix, in the material science department, and said, like, can I defer for a quarter because this will probably fail, and then I'll need to come back to college. And then he said, this is probably the last conversation we'll have, and he was right. So, but I thought things would most likely fail, not that they would most likely succeed. Um, and um, and then in '95, I wrote basically, I think the first or close to the first maps, directions, internet, white pages and yellow pages on the internet. I just wrote that personally, and I didn't even use a web server. I just read the port directly because I couldn't afford, and I couldn't afford a T1. The original office was on Sherman Avenue in Palo Alto. There was like an ISP on the floor below, so I drilled a hole through the floor and just ran a LAN cable directly to the ISP. My brother joined me and another co-founder, Greg Curry, who passed away, and we at the time we couldn't even afford a place to stay, so we just the office was $500 a month, so we just slept in the office and then showered at the YMCA on Page Mill and El Camino.